Alright, what up guys, it's me, Chronic Cobra, and today I've got some Operation Metro gameplay, and I know you guys haven't seen any BF3 yet, so this will be the first one, or maybe the second, or maybe the 40th, but who knows, you know. Anyways, this gameplay is one of the best games I've got on BF3 at 36 and 7, and I just decided to post the whole game because it's only 9 minutes long. And today I'm going to try something a little bit different. It's been something I've been trying to do lately. Just give my thoughts on the world, and now I'm going to try to do a life story. And I'm just going to let you guys know right now that I have never done a life story before, unless you consider the Halloween one from a long, long time ago. Life story, but you guys probably haven't seen that one anyways, so yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm going to talk about the time that I almost died. And now, no, it's not I was riding down the outskirts of town in Compton City and I got gunned down by a pack of gypsies or anything like that, but yeah. So, I'm going to talk about the one time where I got pneumonia very badly, and I should probably read up on what kind of pneumonia it was, but it was this one kind of pneumonia where it made me breathe like really fast, and it ended up being, by the time I got there, the doctor was like, if you got here 10 minutes later, you would have died. So I'm going to share that story to you guys. And just keep in mind that this story took place a long, long time ago in the town of Wheaton, Illinois. And I'm not there currently, so I'm just gonna go ahead and share the city where it was. But anyways, yeah, it was really late at night, and I woke up and I was coughing, and I had a really shortness of breath, and that's been a story for a long time, and you guys probably don't know this. But when I was young, I kind of had a lot of breathing issues. I don't know if it was my fault, because I really loved holding my breath when I was young and just see how long I could hold it for. So, you know, oh my god, stupid Cobra. But anyways, yeah, whenever I would get the chance to breathe, I would hold it and see how long I could, hold my breath. And that wasn't good, because I sometimes had a shortness of breath. And if you guys have experienced that before, you breathe really hard. And I had that pretty oftenly, so my parents didn't really understand the one time that I was actually had a fever. And it was pretty high, but I took some medicine, some fever medicine. I don't remember what it was, maybe Tylenol, maybe Motrin, something like that. And I just went to bed, and I woke up at about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I started breathing really fast, faster than usual. I was coughing like crazy, and it was like a whooping cough, pertussis, if you guys aren't familiar with it. Now they're requiring vaccines for that. But it ended up being pneumonia, and we weren't exactly sure if we should go to the hospital, because we thought it was just a regular fever, you know? What else are you supposed to think from high fever, high temperature, I should say, and that kind of stuff? You're not really going to think, oh, he's about to die. But it ended up being pretty scary, and once we got there, they took my blood, they drew it, and I don't exactly remember it so clearly. I just remember being in a hospital bed, and I was very faint and tired, and I'm walking in there, and look at these guys just lined up for me. I thought I had the guy all the way across, but I guess I didn't. And yeah, so I just remember being very faint in the hospital bed, and I just remember fading in and out, and it was very, very, very scary. And I didn't know how to take it when I think I was 3 or 4. I remember it very vaguely, and I know I've said that 40 times, but yeah, so they took my blood, they took some tests, and they gave me this really strong medicine that made me really woozy, and I couldn't really digest that medicine, so I threw up a bunch of times, and on the end they found a different medicine. I think they used penicillin the second time. first time it was too strong for me to digest, being a 3 or 4 year old. I can't really keep down a lot of tough medicine, that kind of stuff. I was really grossed out by syrup or liquid medicine, and I was more of a pill kind of guy, you know? Still am to this day. But yeah, just one suggestion for you guys: never get to pneumonia, because it really is tragic. And if you guys ever notice yourself breathing faster than you normally would, and like I said before, I really did have shortness of breath before that pretty frequently, and I stopped holding my breath after that moment because it was very scary. And yeah, let me know about your life-threatening moments and the worst sickness you guys have had, because I'm kind of interested to see how people have taken these sicknesses and that kind of stuff. And I decided to flank here. I'm sorry I'm going back and forth, but I decided to flank here, and it was one of the greatest ideas I've had. I kind of spazzed out and got shot in the back. Yeah. But anyways, that's basically it for that story. And I'm gonna tell you about another sickness. Well, it wasn't a sickness, it was just a really, really high fever. And in 7th grade, I think it was about a year or two ago, I don't exactly remember. It was in 2010, so I have no idea. But I didn't really play exactly for the football team. I wanted to, but I realized after a couple of days it really wasn't my thing. It was one of the first couple of days of practice, and I came home. I walked home after practice. Most other kids don't. And I came home. The key wasn't where it normally was. My parents weren't home. I was locked out. Didn't take anything to drink that day to practice, so I was completely freaking out. I was like, oh my god. And then, have you guys ever seen that like fertilizer spray water thing? It's basically water with all these assorted nutrients to help plants grow and that kind of stuff. So my mom had that in the backyard, and of course I was considering it at first, but on second thought I was like, oh wait, they have free water at 7-Eleven. So I traveled down to 7-Eleven. I asked him, you guys still have free water here? And he's like, no, we don't have water anymore. I was like, what? And that wasted a lot of energy. On second thought, I just kind of wish my parents were home that night. It was very, I went rage. And then I sprayed a bunch of that stuff in my mouth. And I think I drank too much. It's like the water got in my blood or something. And that's what my parents said. And, you know, I still think to this day that it was because I drank that water with nutrients in it, because it just didn't look like the safest thing to drink for a child. And yeah, you guys, if you take anything away from this commentary, have it be that you should never drink water with assorted nutrients that help plants grow, because it will make you sick. And that night I ended up with a very, very high temperature. It was actually like 107, 106, something like that, and I felt very faint, like I was with pneumonia. We didn't end up going to the hospital, because the next day the temperature went down. But still, my mom suggested that I stay home because, you know, you don't want to go to school after you had a life-threatening situation. Just kidding, guys. It wasn't very life-threatening. It was just very, 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 very scary. But anyway, that's the end of this commentary, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys like this life story kind of stuff. I'll think back to my past and see if I have any life stories worth sharing towards you guys. And yeah, this commentary has gone by pretty good, so I'm just gonna say peace out. You guys need to stay frosty. And again, this is Chronic Cobra. Make sure to rate, subscribe if you're new, and comment. And make sure to share with your friends also. That's another important thing. And thanks, and peace.